Welcome back to the channel, people. I don't normally watch my own videos, but this one behind me is all about the Royal Caribbean. So if you're thinking about doing a cruise, check this one out. It's all about Royal Caribbean. First time we ever did a cruise. We won't be doing one again, I don't think. Anyway, that's on the channel. It's about a three-parter. Go and watch it. Welcome back. This one is all going to be about a gadget I bought, and you know I like my gadgets. And it's something from KARCHER. So if you've got KARCHER products, it might entertain you. This one is a roller type cleaner. Let me show you and explain. Alrighty, this is what you get in the box. You will get a stand, you will get two rollers, one for each side, you will get full instructions, you will get a charger, you will get some free cleaner, and you will also get the unit itself, obviously. Now that is a devil to put together. It's quite hard. The silver bit there you see is a bit of a devil to push in. Also, don't forget, it will take about 4 hours for a full charge, so make sure you fully charge it before you use it. First of all, apologies for the noise, it's from this thing here. Rollers, when they are as dry as this and you first put them on, and I'll show you how to put them on in a moment, you have to make them a bit moist, because if you don't, it kind of stops the motors. So let me just show you how to put these on. Right, all you do is clip this in, push it, that clips out. Get these rollers on, dead easy. They are color coded. One is green, which goes on the green. One is blue, which goes on the blue. So all you do is basically, and they've got these things at the end, twist them on. Green on there, twist them on. Now, like I say, it's very dry and it goes up against this rubber here and also against this steel here once you put this back on. So I've always made them a bit moist, if that's the word to use, under the tap. Put it back on. All you do is get this, make sure you press that in as you do it, press it in, clip it on, let go, and it's pretty straightforward. It just clips back into place like that. That's it. Covers back on, rollers are on. Just if he's coming off again, look, just twist them on. They will stay on once they're on. This here holds the cleaning fluid, and to get it off, it is a bit of a bugger. I'm going to say that in English, because you've got to really give it some teg. Now the idea is that you should be able to get in there and pull it, and it does come off. Dead straightforward. Tells you how to do it here. You put your filler fluid in this one, okay? Do it to about a 10-to-1. In other words, whatever stuff you use, you do get a free little one with KARCHER. But you can use anything. You can use basic ferroliquid if you want to, anything that treats hard floors. So pop a bit in there, dilute it to about 10-to-1, pop that back on, and then that's your one-way valve. So it shouldn't leak when it's out. It should only leak water into these rollers when you press the button. So that's simple as that. And to put it back on, all you do is that and clip. That's it. So yeah, it's a shame you haven't done anything here where you can press a button and get it out, because, well, you can't. It is quite difficult to get that off, which is a bit of a design flaw in my eyes. This is quite well made though. It's all cast like alley, lightweight, but the whole thing itself is not too heavy. But yeah, so that's how you fill it. That's how you moist your rollers. We'll give it a whirl. Right, so to get it going, all you do, push that button there, okay? Green lights come on and the rollers go. Like I say, if you hadn't moistened that, chances are that they'd be stuck now and they'd go off, especially if it's got a low motor. This is fully charged. So it's as simple as that. Backward and forward motion, right up to the skirting boards. You can get it underneath things as well to a point, it's not bad for that. Don't forget, if you're using this, them rollers are going round all the time. So that's the basics of it. No need to press anything, it just does it all itself. It releases the fluid onto the rollers as you're using it. Well, I have found when using it, let me switch it off and I can show you. I have found that because there is a joint in the two rollers here, you do sometimes get a line that you miss. This is where you have to go back and just go over it. Again, bit of a design flaw maybe. They could have done a complete one-off roller, who knows, but to do 2 singles, so you have to just watch that as you're using it. But on these hardwood floors, we have found that it is obviously better than a regular mop, because basically as you're moving it, the rollers are doing the work. So there you go, there's the wet bit I've done, and there's the dry bit that the wife's going to do in a moment. So you can see there how wet it is in comparison to the dry. Okay, we've used it. We're back here now at the old dreaded sink. Again, clip, straight off, dead easy. Rollers, as you can see, one in there, twist that off, one in there, rinse them out just under a bit of warm or cold water, it doesn't matter, and then dry them off best you can. Just give them a squeeze out with your hands. Same again with this one. Move on to the next job. Next job, these. Now you can normally see how much dirty water you've got in, but we've leaked a bit. But mine are used, but you can see how dirty it is. But some has escaped, and we've let it on the side here, so it's leaked out. But that's the dirty water. So you can definitely see that it does a lot more than just a mop. So quick rinse. Again, you don't have to do this every time, but we do. Jump. Clip back in again this way. Them down. Keep your rollers off, and I'll show you what to do with those in just a moment. You'll also notice that, let's just get this on here first. Give it a quick rinse. 1, 2, that's all it needs. Now any water that's in this now really doesn't matter, because you're going to put it on the drip tray I showed you earlier on. So again, press, clip, clip, job done. Leave your rollers out, they'll go in the stand to dry off naturally. Don't forget, you've still got fluid in here. You can keep it in there, as you can see how much we've got. So you can see the level there. Keep it in there, it doesn't go anywhere, so keep it for your next one, or for your next wash. Just have a stand, like I said and shown you earlier on. Simply clips in, drains out, and then round the back here, 1, 2, and they'll naturally dry. And that's it, that can go away in storage. What we do is put it back on charge each time we use it, so you get a full 3 green bar there. Always charge it back to full, that's what we found anyway. So, final thoughts on the KARCHER. I do like KARCHER products normally, and I'm not going to knock this out of the ballpark and say it's rubbish, because it's not. There are some design faults with this. Like I said through the post and the video and the review, this here, the filler at the back, can be a devil to get off. And if you've not got great grip, or you're elderly, okay, and you're losing your grip, that is not easy to get off. The stand's okay, it's, you know, relatively alright. Rollers, yeah, I think it ought to come with 4 rollers. The 2 you use and 2 fresh ones. I suppose that most people only use it once a week, if that, so maybe 1 pair is okay. Is it worth the price? Well, let's have a talk about the price. I bought this one here that you see for £115. Now, I only got it as cheap as that because of one thing. I was lucky enough to have some points in a retail program, Argos, Nectar. For you English people, you'll know that. My American viewers won't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, and because of that, I got, I think it was about £20 off it. I used some points, so the original price of this at the time, I think it was £139. Now, at £139, there's certain people out there are going to say, I'll carry on using my mop and bucket instead of this thing here. And I can see why. Because this is an expensive toy to people, maybe. Now, can you polish with it? With the rollers? Instead of, you know, wetting them through, gently wet them and use some polish on your hardwood floors? I'd say yes. But you'd have to wash the rollers pretty good afterwards. But it doesn't suck anything up. Let me make that quite clear. It is not a vacuum at all. So the water you put down has to just normally dry, unless you want to slide around on a cloth afterwards with your feet, but it doesn't wet it enough to worry, because normally within 5-10 minutes the water's dissipated, it's gone, it's evaporated. It does not wet the floor through, I will say that. Weight wise, I find it okay. Like I say, without the accessories on it, it's about 2.5 kilos, so I can't knock it for weight. But would I buy one again? Probably not. Probably not. Although it is giving us better results on these hard floors than it was with a regular, you know, mop and bucket. When we moved in this house, these floors were very dirty. They are now pretty pristine. And we've been and used this 2 or 3 times on each floor to bring them back up to some, you know, normality. And it's worked, so I can't knock it for that. But if I'm going to pay full price for it, and I've seen some of these things at £149, £154, I wouldn't pay anywhere near that for it. This needs to be priced at around £89. You know, no more than about 95 on retail for it to be 100% worth every penny. So yeah, hope that's useful to people. Don't let me put you off. You make your own mind up if you want one or not. But my opinion, would I buy it again? No. Am I glad I bought it? Yeah. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching this one. It goes in the gadget section. There's a playlist for my gadget stuff, and this will be in that playlist. Please bear with me. My next video is all about car dealerships, especially the EV side, so that might interest some of my EV watchers. Thanks for watching. We'll talk again, I'm quite sure. Please subscribe if you've already not. If not, where have you been? I say it all the time. And yeah, KARCHER. Good products normally.